Welcome back to First and Den10 on the North Texas Streaming Network. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Seth Wickman, and week 2 of high school football is complete, and man, it was definitely one for the books. We had 3 games here in Denton over the weekend with Broswell, Geyer, and Denton Ryan. All these teams were looking to go 2-0 after they all won after week 1. Well, we'll start with the Broswell Bengals, who took on the Eaton Eagles. Broswell is going into week 2 off a win against the Boswell Pioneers in a close one that was 46-42, while the Eaton Eagles were looking to bounce back after losing to the Ryan Raiders 42-32. I've got my friend Jay Lathan in studio here to break it down. Jay, take it away, man.
Yes, Seth. Bounce is definitely the word to use as this game was bouncing back and forth. Let's go to those highlights. Take a look from Carico Stadium. So we're going to start off with Broswell's Moses Adaloa as he's going to zip his way through the defense, and he's going to go 28 yards for the touchdown, and they're going to have to go back and forth to keep up as Nathan Cornelius is going to get an interception here, and they're going to need it to keep up with Eaton Eagles because they weren't going away. And Moses, he's going to take another snap and say he isn't done. He's going to part his way through the defense like the Red Sea, and he's going all the way. That's a 37-yard touchdown. That's 2 on the day, but we aren't done with him. But let's go back to Eaton, showing the fight they got. His quarterback, Mason Stoop, is going to take it, and he's going to chunk it to Kellen McGreevy for the 29-yard touchdown catch for the Eagles. And now, looking to get in on the rushing action is going to be quarterback Jeremiah Shipp. He's going to take it down the sideline, and he's going to turn on the burners and go all the way for a 62-yard touchdown. And they're showing off the speed there. But Braswell wasn't done with Moses as he's going to add another one, putting up a hat trick with this 51-yard touchdown run. And he is ferocious, man. And if you thought he wasn't done, you're right. One more time, he's going to tell the defender, get off me, you're too little. And he's going to run all the way in the end zone. This is a 63-yarder. That's 4 on the day. Man, oh man. And the defense is going to have to get a big stop here. That's going to be Adrian Donnerson with the interception, keeping this Broswell team in the game. And Shipp is going to take that interception there, and he's going to punch it in, muzzling his way into the end zone. This is going to be Shipp's second touchdown of the night. And now we go on to the Eaton Eagles, who are going to take the ball and give it to Micah Rivers. Is he going to take a 6-yard touchdown? And that's going to be the go-ahead touchdown as the Eaton Eagles go on to win 49-42. Seth, they ran a marathon in this game. Can you give us some of these stats?
Yeah, Jay, I mean, that was the battle of 2 elite run games. I mean, Adaloa had an absolute monster night with 4 touchdowns and 253 yards. I mean, both teams ended up combining for 613 rush yards. Broswell QB did end up exiting the game after taking a hard hit late in the fourth quarter and was absent for the team's finals plays, maybe took a toll and played a part in the heartbreaking loss for Broswell, looking to bounce back next week against Royce City. Now, moving on to the Geyer Wildcats, who took on the Arlington Martin Warriors. Geyer looking to continue their momentum after defeating the Aledo Bearcats last week 35-30, while Martin is coming off a loss to the Lake Travis Cavaliers, who beat them 51-12. Jay, show us what's up, man.
Well, Seth, Martin's out-of-district play might be one of the toughest in the state, as last week they had to play Lake Travis and Austin, and this week they're taking on the 10th-ranked team in the state with Geyer. Let's see how they fared against the Wildcats. First off, we're going to start with Alex Mathazen, and he's going to throw this 86-yard catch that Tristan Miles is going to take all the way to the house on a little dig route there, a little slant, and that's going to put Arlington Martin up 13-0 as they got out to a hot start against Geyer. But Geyer's going to have to find a way to get back in this game, and the defense says they're up to the task to do it right here as they're going to force a fumble, and it's going to be recovered in their own territory. Now we have the OU commit here. Kevin Sperry is lining up the defense. When we get a motion play here, he's going to take the snap, and he's going to chunk it up, and it's going to be caught by Signoris Gray. 13-6 Martin to get the Geyer on the board. But the star of the show today was Sterling Schneider as he's going to take this ball here, and he's going to run 27 yards and he's going to get knocked out of the end zone, probably about the 5 or the 6 inside the 10 here. And from the 1, he's just going to punch it in, and this is going to tie the game up for the Geyer Wildcats. And that's all they needed now as they get on a roll here. Is Kevin Sperry once again showing OU fans a taste of what he's about as they're going to hit Mason White right there for a 32-yard touchdown pass, 21-13 Geyer. And now once again, Sterling Schneider with a 90-yard rush as he might go all the way. And he runs out of gas there as he's knocked out at the 1-yard line where DJ Black will take it and push it in the end zone. But that wasn't it, as 3-star safety Caden Cobbs is going to strip it, and that's going to be Trey Flores who's going to go 73 yards for the scoop and score, and that now makes it 34-13 for Geyer. And they are hyped here, and to put the game away, it's going to be Ford Stinson with the field goal from 33 yards out, and it is good. That's going to be a final score of 38-19 Geyer. And the Wildcats absolutely pounced on the Warriors with a final score of 38-13. Seth, Geyer's Sterling Schneider ran all over the turf. What stats stood out?
Yeah, Jay, Sterling Schneider had a monster night, 207 rush yards. Kevin Sperry also ended up throwing for 2 touchdowns. Good win for them to keep their momentum and move to 2-0 on the year as they look forward to play North Crowley next week. All right, last game of the weekend, we got the Ryan Raiders who took on the Manfield Timberview Wolves. The Ryan Raiders were looking to improve to 2-0 after beating the Eaton Eagles last week, 42-32, while the Wolves were looking to do the same after beating Kimball 20-6. Jay, show us what happened, man.
And Seth, the Wolves and the Raiders enter this game both undefeated, but somebody's O has to go. Let's go to the action. We're going to start off here on defense for the Ryan Raiders. It's going to be Xavier Hiller, who's going to get the interception there on a diving play, is going to give the ball back to Ryan. Now we have Trayvon Reynolds, who's going to take the snap, and from 14 yards out, he's going to sliver his way through the defense, and that's going to put Ryan on the board, 6-0. And they weren't done with the ground game as Nehemiah Warmate is going to punch it in, and he's going to have a 2-yard touchdown run, making it 13-0. And it's all Geyer from here, as right off the edge, Montarius Ellis is going to sack the quarterback on a big 3rd down there. It's going to give Ryan the ball back. And right here, we have a not so much a highlight, all low light here, as Timberview is going to miss the punt. That's going to give him a safety, making it 19-0. And to make matters worse and establish that dominance, Trayvon Reynolds was not done, as a 7-yard touchdown run here is going to be his 2nd of the night. It's going to make it 25-0. Ryan's defense here is also in finishes. They're going to show another level of dominance as they're going to get an intentional grounding call here as the quarterback fears for his life, throws it to nobody. That's going to be a safety, 28-0. Man, Seth, that Raider defense had the pack looking like a bunch of puppies. What did the box score have to say about this dominance?
Yeah, Jay, I mean, it was a shutout. The Ryan defense really showed why they're the top defense in the district after shutting them out like that. I mean, that was almost embarrassing. Well, that's also going to do it for us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next week on First and Denton.